Hello muffins. I'm sorry about recording off my phone again. I'm just too lazy to set up my camera and stuff. Hoping that this is recording. I'm still getting used to using my phone to record videos. Okay, so I did put up a video I think yesterday or the day before, and I just took it down. I didn't really like it, and then also the volume of the video, it just kept lagging. So I'm deciding to do the video over, and I'm going to actually speak about something. Okay, so let's see, today is Friday. Today is November the 14th. Yesterday I got a phone call from, I'm sorry, it wasn't yesterday, it was today. I got a phone call from the PA from Montefiore Hospital. They made an appointment for me to go sign the consent forms for surgery Monday at 9 o'clock, which I'm really excited about because, as you muffins know, this has been a really long journey for me. I mean, a long journey. It's been a year, a complete year already. So I am ready to be on the other side of this. I'm still a little bit like not jumping for joy, kind of, because I haven't been approved yet through my insurance yet, but I am going to sign the papers and forms of consent. I don't know what goes on with this this appointment. Maybe I'm just going in to sign things. Maybe they're just going to explain a lot of things to me about what's going to happen with the surgery. And also I don't know if that appointment I will be doing a 2-week liquid diet. I'm not quite sure. And I know that there's another mandatory class that you have to attend to. I think it's about for an hour. So we will see. And actually, before I even I really had to fight and really get angry to even have my paperwork put through this week alone. I had called to speak to a patient advocate, because I just really felt like things were not moving along, and I just really still feel like the coordinator didn't really handle my paperwork in a timely fashion. I do understand each case is different, but like I was explaining to her, it just doesn't make sense that I put my paperwork in over 2 months ago, and you know, it just took this long for me to even get to the step of signing the consent form when it's like I had to go over everyone's head in order for them to really pick up my case and really move things along. Thursday I was on the phone back and forth with my doctor, Meta-Alliance Hospital, Montefiore Hospital. They're faxing and calling and, you know, just doing all types of stuff all morning trying to get my paperwork in order. And I just really do have respect for my doctor, and I love her so much because she, like, without her, I don't think this process would have gone through as quickly within these last couple of days, because she's been on everybody's behind about everything. And a lot of the things that they were looking for me to do, they basically could have did them on their own. They could have called the other hospitals and had the paperwork sent over, or tests that they was asking for sent over, because my doctor did the same thing. Like, she called over to Meta-Alliance where I had my echo done at, got them to fax it over, and she sent it right over to Liz. You know, so it's just a lot of things that she could have done for herself. But you know, I don't want to, every time I get on here, I'm complaining about this coordinator. You know, it is what it is. Okay, let me just drop that topic. So, Monday I will come back with another video, and I will just basically tell you what's going on. I am not going to come back and tell you my surgery date, because I just feel like I don't want to jinx anything. So I'm gonna I know this is probably the wrong thing to do, and it might be kind of mean, I don't know, but I'm going to actually after my you know, I'm gonna come back and do videos with my 2-week liquid diet and what I'm buying and how I'm incorporating those things and what I'm doing, blah blah blah. But I'm not going to put a surgery date in the video because I think I'm going to wait until after I have the surgery, and then I'll come back and let you know, well, I had surgery on this date and such and such and such, just because I just don't want to jinx it. I'm still on eggshells about everything, so I don't want to come and tell you that I have a surgery date and then God forbid something else happens and they either push it back or whatever is going to go on, like it doesn't go through as smooth as I think it's going to go through. So I'm gonna wait. Oh my god, I did my hair yesterday and I kept the rollers in a little bit too long because I look like a puffy afro, and then you got some pieces that is just not going to cooperate, but whatever. So another thing I wanted to talk about, I was watching, and I really want to get the name correct, actually I'll link the video below, and they were talking a lot about fat shaming. And for me, I have never really been my sons, I'm sorry, they're watching something on YouTube, they're like cracking up. I've never went through in my adult life with someone really making me feel horrible about my weight. Like I stated, this is the biggest I've ever been in my life. It's more harder on me than I think, I'm more harder on myself than I think anyone else is, but I know that fat shaming does happen a lot within, I think within any culture or country that you grow up in. There's fat shaming, even at my job, like with some cultures, like I work around a lot of African women, and they are really more blunt and bold with their thoughts and feelings, to where they just come out and say something. You know, for me, I'm not really sensitive about what people say to me, so you know, I'll roll it off my shoulder. It doesn't really bother me. But I have gotten a lot of comments from some of my coworkers, like, oh my god, Cynthia, your butt is getting bigger, or I'm gaining a little bit weight. I don't know, they'll just be like, oh wow, you're getting chunky there, you're getting fat there. Or, you know, I get that, you know, a lot at my job, but it doesn't bother me per se. But for someone who is not really emotionally connected with themselves, or are just emotionally, period, sensitive, that can really hurt someone's feelings. I'm not saying that people don't have a right to say what's on their mind, but just sometimes it's just the way that you say things, or just sometimes just don't even make comments. It doesn't bother me per se, like I stated before, so I don't, you know, it just really doesn't bother me, you know. And then within the in my culture, I'm just gonna speak for my own culture, I can't really speak for anyone else. I can make my like I can have an opinion about it, but I might be wrong with it, so I'm just gonna speak on my culture. In my culture, it is really acceptable for women of color to have thicker curves, have booty, chests, thighs. I think it's more accepted in my culture, and I also think that within my culture we make excuses for being overweight, for being thicker, just because it's more acceptable in my culture. Like, you know, the more curves you have, the better. Oh, I'm a 10, you know, I'm a 10 because I have boobs and my butt is bodacious, and maybe I'm a little thicker than the average person. But in all reality, I mean, I still get attention now for like being thick, but me being this size is really unhealthy. It is so unhealthy. I am more at risk for diabetes, for heart attack, for hypertension, for depression, to have a stroke. And I also believe, you know, it's just my personal opinion, that me being overweight had something to do with me, you know, with my cancer issue and stuff like that. I just think that being obese just attributes to so much health problems. But you know, outside of these four walls, when I go out, I get the, oh my god, damn, do you see that ass, or she's thick. You know, you get that type of attention. And I'm not saying that I don't like the attention, but I am used to the attention, but it's kind of annoying. It's annoying when someone can say that or make me feel that this size is okay, when in all reality it's not okay. And if I was the type of person that would just take what people say and run with it, I wouldn't want to get healthy. I would be like to myself, like, oh well, I'm, you know, all I'm getting attraction from boys and blah blah blah. All the boys want me. You know, and just in that aspect of it, I probably wouldn't be so worried about being so thick. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, in relationships, I've never ever been in a relationship to where someone has made me feel uncomfortable for being thicker. And I'm really grateful for that, because I've watched a lot of videos about people who are in relationships and their partners are really just nasty with it. Like, they're really nasty with it. So I am grateful that I never had to go through that. But I have been in situations and relationships to where I probably couldn't do as much as maybe someone who was 50 or 60 pounds smaller than me. Even now, like, if I go to work and I take the bus and the train, I know that for 45 minutes I'm going to have to stand until I get to my destination, because I'm too big to fit between people, and I am even too big to fit on the corner per se, because people still have to sit next to me. So I don't, it's like, I don't want to feel like, oh my god, they can't fit here because I'm sitting here. Like, that's just something that I really can't wait to be able to sit between people or sit somewhere comfortable. But I can say that I do get, like, if I step on the train, I can tell that I do get the look, like, maybe she's nice looking, but she's a fat ass. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think anyone will ever say that to me, but you can just tell when someone is really judging you, you know what I mean, on something, you know, just by your physical appearance, because that's just the way we are. I mean, I'll look at other females and be like, wow, she's gorgeous, or wow, like, look what she has on, or whatever. But, you know, we all judge in that aspect of it. But, you know, I don't know how in this community also that we can just, I don't know, teach each other that it's okay to be healthy, or it's okay to be, like, thick but healthy. But you still have to keep in reality that sometimes being thick and healthy, as the way we say it, or plump or big boned or something like that, is just an excuse for you to keep that thought in your mind, or just trying to trick yourself in your mind that it's okay for being obese or being overweight, when it's actually, to me, like, I'm comfortable and I'm secure in who I am as a person. But honestly, I'm not comfortable at this weight, and I know that this weight is not healthy for me. I know that this weight is not cute on me. So I don't want to trick myself into believing that I'm okay in this size. And I think people just make a lot of excuses for you not just really taking responsibility and coming to reality that you're overweight and something needs to be done about it. So I guess that's all I have to say, Muffins. This video is going on very long, and I really didn't want to leave it going on this long. But so that was something that I just wanted to come and talk about. Tell me your thoughts below. I really do appreciate all of the subscribers that I'm getting, all of the comments and stuff that I'm getting, all of the support that I'm getting. So hopefully the next time I come back, it will be probably Monday, just to let you know what happened at the appointment. And I will come back to discuss my 2-week liquid diet. And hopefully after that I will have surgery, and I will be back maybe a month or 2 after my surgery to come back with an updated video. So please, you know, just be patient with me, muffins. Pray for me, muffins, through this process. And I love you guys. Bye.